Do you need to learn how to fish in brackish water? Have you been a freshwater person all your life? Well, let me share a key tool that got me up to speed. Stay tuned. As an old guy, I know that I have no control over what I forget. Like, what the heck is this thing? But I do have control over what I learn. And when I moved to Wilmington, North Carolina in 2013, I had no experience fishing in brackish water. All my life, I'd pursued bass and trout in lakes and mountain streams, and I didn't have a clue. Well, after perusing around YouTube for a while, I stumbled across the Salt Strong channel, and I've been a subscriber for years and years. And back in 2017, the guides and the experts there with that channel started to put out a number of courses. And I paid, yes, I actually paid, did not get it for free, to take 3 of their courses. And what I want to talk through today is their How to Catch Redfish course that really helped me as I started my career down here pursuing those big, nasty fish in brackish water. So let me switch the screen and I'll show you what the deal is. Okay, time to get into it, but like you guys know, I'm an old guy. I got to put on my computer nerd glasses to be able to see anything on the screen. So let me take you through what this course taught me and what you may be able to get out of it as well. And we're going to talk about the Redfish Mastery course today. You open it up and you can see it's got 4 key modules. But the first thing you need to do is download the Redfish blueprint that you see right here. This is a summary of everything from the course. I mean, look at this. It's got, great information on water temperature, tides, and things like that. So this is something that you can read. It's 37 pages long and is a great reference. But the course itself takes you through all this. And one of the nice things is that for every element, they've got a video that you can watch that's going to take you through that aspect of the course. Now, some of the stuff, I already knew because I was an experienced angler, but a new person to fishing may not know about lines, leaders, knots, and things like that. Now, where I really started to get some advantage out of this is in the artificial lures section, and most importantly, the finding fish section, because I had no idea about how anything worked in salt water. But in salt water, it really is all driven by the tides. I had no idea how a tide worked and how that affected fish. So this was the core of the course to me. But let's dig into some of the things that I think would be more interesting to you in this quick overview video. So for example, tides and currents, as I said, was something I really didn't know much about. And here you can see that there's an overview of, what is a tide, what's current, how the wind how the wind impacts it, air pressure, difference between the tide and the current. It's just full of good information that as a freshwater guy, I did not know anything about. And beyond the good information contained in the course, it's very helpful to look down here in the comments. If I had not read the comments, I would never have found this Smart Fishing Tides website where you can come up and select a tide station and get a lot of good information specifically about fishing. I mean, look at all this stuff. Hourly feeding level projections, satellite, local radar, all sorts of good stuff. Let me jump into the next critical spot that I really found helpful in this course. And that was about how to read water. Because reading water for brackish water is different than for freshwater. And one of the very helpful things I found in this was the video that was put together that runs about 5 minutes that talks about bird baits and boils. Very, very helpful to crystallize in my mind how I needed to look at what was around me and what clues that was providing around fish. Now again, I'm not going to cover the whole course here, but let's just jump into bonus material here, and you can see, wow, what a lot of good information. I've got a lot of shallow flats where I live. I've got a lot of docks. I've got a lot of oyster bars. We have wind. I mean, we're on the coast, and I fish from a kayak. So plenty of good information all through here that I really learned from as I transition from fresh to salt water. So if you've got time this winter and you need to learn something new, even though it may push something out of your brain that you may not want to forget, I recommend checking out these courses. And I'm going to cover the kayak mastery course in a different video because I was a canoe guy for all my life, and now I'm in a kayak. What the heck? How do I work that? Well, stay tuned for that one in an upcoming video.